Hello everybody, we should be live now with some The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for a couple of hours today. Last episode, we left off, we were in Crookback Bog sort of area. We just got to the end of the Trail of Treats, we'd run into the Baron's wife. Obviously we're not supposed to know that yet, but we have the benefit of the hindsight of New Game Plus, so we're doing okay with that respect. Let me pin some merch because I know that's something I should probably do more often. Now this name tag T, if you in yellow, like yellow, but that looks really nice. And I've purchased a sample and I'm gonna see how it looks, and I'll probably done it in like the next episode of actual comments or something. See how it looks. But it's good to see everybody showing up to the good old stream. Hello Kratos, Conlos47, Ethan Tarr, Brandon's Brandon, I'm just gonna call you Brandon. Dangerous Jack. I can see how saying that surname could land me in trouble if I don't do it right. Is all. I have a quick brain. So Hamid, we've got Hamid, Matthew Barlow, Zgarappy, Shadowfax, Akshay. We got every man. We got every man showing up. I mean, Akshay was before like an hour ago or something. I don't know. Shit. Okay. Well, it's whatever. It's whatever. We're playing The Witcher 3. We're gonna go into Crookback Bog, do this bit. I have got some content in the works for Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Watch Dogs Legion. I can't answer any questions about those at the moment. All you can know is that I've played 3 hours of each before, just so that one is just so that one's all good. So there's that as well. Now let's get cracking. My guy, you think the new AC will be good? I hope so. Now I need to go into the hut and talk to the boy.
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
Look at that child.
I won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
Oh no. You don't want to talk to me?
Just got one question for you.
Don't be asking no questions. You're a
Everybody
stranger.
buy my
Not
guy's
allowed
merch
to
so he can
talk
drop
strangers.
a rack.
Can we eat now?
Nah, bro.
Soup with scratchings.
You here?
The merch is there
City's
if you
afraid
want
of
to have a
you.
look at it.
Stop scaring my kids.
I am the big witch man. Child.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Have you ever seen Johnny?
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
Oh no. Gran ever hurt you?
Does your gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never. When we're bad, she cries. She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
Are you going to have that yellow shirt available, Ethan? Yeah, for sure. The yellow shirt is on the it's on the site now if you want to go and take a look at it. I purchased myself a sample because I like the look of it. And samples basically just cuts out the commission fee that winds up going back to me. That's all it is. So it's easy as that.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah,
It's fishy drinking.
he plays with Johnny.
Moment some tango.
He don't listen to Gran
Being
and goes
naughty.
to the woods. And then he's got to have a time out.
And he eats snails. Yuck.
Disgusting. Help me out.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
Alright, but you've got to do something for us too.
There's a
Play
tango
hide and
arcade.
seek.
James Rostron, you
Gran
legend,
never
sir.
does. Says her feet hurt.
Fine.
Let's play. You hide, but if I find you, you have to help me talk to the boy who knows Johnny.
He thinks he'll find us easy.
Means he's never hid from the black ones.
No, but he is a witcher,
And you
so
have to count out
do you
loud.
think he can't
All
just follow your
fingers,
footsteps?
Toes, too.
That's
1,
20.
2, 3, 18, 19, 20. Ready or not, here I come.
There he is running. How did he only get to there in 20 seconds? You could easily clear 100 meters in 20 seconds if you tried. Look, see. Being a bloody witcher in that really does sort of sort you out. That being said, I believe this child has run through the shack and climbed out a window. There you are.
See you. Come out.
How'd you find me?
Yeah, these kids just are completely clueless, aren't they? On the roof or something. I actually think it might be around the other side. See what I mean? He's in there.
I can see you.
Good old Jenny. Jenny's been got. Now, the last tricky bastard who's probably... Which direction was he heading in? This one. Come on, Geralt, let's mooch. There you are.
Found you. You can stop hiding.
Now, where's the last child? The last child always just is gone. It's just mooches, you know what I mean? The last child is always, just always is gone. Indeed, indeed, sir. The last child just dips. The last child is a naughty man and disappears greatly on many occasions. But I will find the last man. It will happen. Oh, hello. I can run in here and just gun out the window, but it's whatever. So, round the back of the gaff we must mooch. Let's go.
No one left hiding.
You're a wizard, right?
Yes, he's a wizard.
Gonna show us some tricks when we get to the cottage.
No, we'll talk about your promise.
The last
Found
child.
you all.
The last
Now
of
you
child.
gotta keep your word and help me talk to Johnny's friend.
Why wouldn't we? Promised, didn't we?
Children are lovely children. If you give the stream a lovely like, I'll send you a kiss in the post.
Gran!
Yes, gamer.
Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse! Gran! Come!
It's an odd conversation. Ah. Let's go talk to the child. Imagine
Don't
if
be
Geralt
afraid.
approached with the sword out.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy.
Why are you afraid?
Why are you scared to talk?
I'm not scared of nothing.
You're all scared of something. Would have told me about Johnny otherwise.
I'm worried about
Children are
Johnny.
lovely, Ethan 20.
He don't come
Well,
round
I'm not.
no more.
It's not wrong. Children are great
Once,
fun.
When we was mushroom picking,
Child will be
I saw
swearing.
his burrow. But Gran yelled at me, said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then kids go missing. She worries about Johnny too, though she says he's made up.
Where are your parents?
Where are you and your friend's parents?
Dad, some starved, others were killed, like mine. One
Are we all
day,
gonna like?
I went out at dawn to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then.
I get the
When I
vibe
was
that this
coming out,
child is voiced by
I
a
heard the
30-year-old
yell.
woman.
Then
You can just tell.
laughing,
It's too clear.
went up and hid in the bushes near the woods. My mum yelled, and the soldiers laughed. Laid my pa down by the barn door. His head clean off.
That child looks very
and then
greasy.
My mum,
It's all right. That's enough.
Where's Johnny?
I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real.
He sounds West
He's
Country.
not made up.
Yeah, well,
I'm not
that's
gonna
the
hide.
classic country bumpkin accent.
Johnny used to be boy, because Gran liked listening to his songs.
That's the accent they assign to anyone that wants to say
Picking
low
mushrooms.
education,
Johnny
poor,
said he saw a
farmer,
girl with
small
ashen
village,
hair in the
etc.
swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
Why is this
There's a
child
little
smelling?
meadow
Because it
On
smells.
the edge of the swamp, this strange tree grows there. Look around, you'll see him.
Thank you.
Now, before we dip, I'm going to rob everything from this gaff. What's Gran gonna do? Whack me in the face with a pension? No.
Yak is a stupid pig.
Name calling's not allowed.
She says when I fall asleep. Rats. Sorry. Ain't no rat's gonna eat your eyes. And I know we're not allowed to say dirty words.
Good child. Apologies mean treats to please a belly needing to be put at ease.
None of that
What
makes
is
sense.
this? What? Nothing for you here. Stay away.
Right,
from
let's go see our boy, Johnny. I reckon he could become, you know... I reckon he could become mates with us, like... Oh, look! Relatively deceased creatures. Drowners. Oh my god, water hag. Ah, fuck. Well, I know that thing's gonna one-hit me, so... I'd like to have skinned. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, drink some Redanian lager. You're gonna need it for the battle ahead, gamer. Oh, fuck me with the drowners. I need to save the game is all. Bastard. Wasted a whirl. There we go. I forget that drowners are odd creatures, I guess. Right, okay, now time to face the water hag. Burn, you disgusting bitch. No, okay. Okay, sir, you're gonna die.
Come on, come closer.
Ow, fuck. It didn't one-hit me. Water hag dead.
He's real. He must leave prints.
I did actually need to kill that water hag, so it was a good shout. If Johnny is real, his mum is a dickhead. For not making him like the other little boys. Just got notified you were streaming some gaming. That is absolutely sick. Cigarette chair. Welcome to thine stream.
Small footprint. Johnny's been through here.
Johnny lives in a gaff made of shit. Let's find Johnny's shit gaff. I'm looking for a boy named Johnny. Can't imagine why he'd live in a cave like this.
Wonder what's inside.
Maybe he has odd blue skin. God knows. Blue.
Johnny?
He'll crawl out in a minute. There he is, Johnny.
Don't be afraid. You're a bucka?
No, he's a gamer.
A luton? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not?
He has no voice. He's a gamer. You can't talk?
What's wrong? Can't talk? Why?
Because of an ogre, apparently. I'm not very
Lost
good
your
with this
voice?
this sign language, but
Can I help you somehow?
good old Johnny. He's an angry-looking child creature, isn't he? Want me to follow you?
Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
None whatsoever. This Godling knows what's up. Alright, little Johnny, let's mooch in the general direction of that way. And if I run into any drowners, I swear to God, your mum is getting stabbed. But I get the vibe she's already had that happen, considering you're an odd creature of the forest. And why are you running directly towards danger, you little cretin? Now, we could easily just scooch around that, but no, we must go towards it. That is what battle means. The heavy attack is actually quite useful when used properly. People say it's not, but it kind of works. Kick it in its head. Don't worry, I kicked it in its grandmother's head. I've murdered 3 generations of drowners in this stream alone. We've only been live for the best... we've only been live for 15 minutes. He became caught... Okay. Needs a parrot to talk for him. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
This the place? Let me look around.
Sorry, I'm late. I was just consuming my dinner. Consuming the snoil.
Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice back?
Johnny just wanted to see Geralt dance with them drowners. You gotta test to see if your witch is worthy of your presence.
Guess I gotta make this climb.
Okay, well that was a bust. This is the way. I can see that this is going to kick off. Unless it's not.
That stench.
Ah, shit, nearly went off the edge. That would have been a miserable happen. No, that would have not been good. Now I need to kill these guys. Harpies. Everyone's favourite creatures. Fuck the harpies, man. Oh my god, what is that thing? That is not a harpy. It's a wyvern. And it smells. No, get back here, you cocknose. Oh, I mean, I guess I never. When you say get back here, you never intend for it to actually work. Bloody wyvern dickhead. Now where the hell is your bloody bit bats? There it is. Wyvern egg. Now that is a find. Seal bottle.
He meant this bottle.
Yes, he'll drink the bottle and magically his voice will be back. Logic. Oh god, we're nearly at the werewolf fight in this game. You know, the one that fucking regenerates faster than you can do damage. Oh god. That's going to be a pain in the dick. Alright, let's give it a... Maybe I can manage.
Here.
I always do fine. It just takes me a few tries. Did the last Witcher stream get demonetized? I didn't check.
Slither, ringworm, rubbish, bumblebee.
Isak, cheers for the super chat, gamer.
The sound of it. Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickle peppers by the pontar.
Done celebrating?
My favourite words. Life without savouring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favours?
Why did you lose your voice?
How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my usual bout of singing with the thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel. Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sick their dogs on me. Do I look like a smudger to you?
Not a bit.
Well, I thought not. So it must be the Crones doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens serve the Crones. They don't help no one.
How do you bottle someone's voice?
How do you lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a roll of thunder. And let's be honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels or more.
Somebody used some powerful magic on you, as a prank or just to be mean.
Looking for a young ashen-haired woman.
I'm looking for a
No,
young ashen
tell me everything,
woman.
gamer.
See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise, downright glorious. Suddenly, heard a bang, so loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared, out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired, just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's hut. Quick as if the Crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
Are you going to treasure hunt wolf gear or any story? I'll get the gear, don't worry. It's just a case of getting to a point where I can. Know anything about the Crones?
What do you know about the Crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel, vindictive, not to be crossed.
What if someone does cross them?
Might take his voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty, although they care for this land and its folk in their own way. Supposedly they always keep their word, but you must be careful what you ask for. Won't find them until they want to be found. See them until they want to be seen. But remember, they see and hear all that happens in the mire.
The woman from the village in the swamp, who is she?
I've been to the village in the swamp, met a woman who might have been a crone.
Did she seem confused to you?
Nuts, completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me.
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
So she went off towards the village.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore. Come with me.
Alright, Johnny is doing a gaming deed for us on this fine day. Come on, Johnny. Let's get a bit of mooching on. Any time this year would be tremendous. Sometimes it takes Johnny a decade to realise that we even need to move. And he'll still be a child. And of course there's a water hag there and a couple of drowners. So much for heartily recommending living in the swamp. Place consumes life. What do you mean?
How long you gonna make me wait?
Do you attack the drowner? The water hag attacked the drowner. That was terrifying. I mean, it's the look you get from the water hag. Look at that thing. Look at the face of that creature. Not allowed. Not allowing that today. Excuse me if you heard me burp then. I had to burp. It had to be done. What's this? I might come in handy when you don't expect it, because it always does. With herbs, I've noticed, they always come in handy when you least expect them to. Now, here we are, at the land of the gamer.
Good. It's clear. Not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her.
This game has the creepiest looking monsters. Yeah, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
Little Johnny soft.
Are you going for the good ending? Yes, and don't worry, I know how to get it done.
Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, "Listen, I'm a tale."
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
The ashen-haired woman.
The woman I asked about earlier.
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Ginny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something.
The Leshens
Gran,
look hella
help
creepy.
this fellow.
Yeah, I don't
Because
fuck with the
otherwise he'll
Leshens.
pester me
they
day and
scare me
night,
to bits.
Even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me.
Good old Johnny. Disappears into the woods, never to be seen again. Can that weird boy squint his eyes just a little? Why? Is this your first playthrough? It says New Game Plus in the title, so I presume you can answer your own question.
Johnny's
No.
a good lad, though the ladies don't like him. No, foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies.
They obviously don't look that good.
Ladies love
Using the screenshots for the thumbnail for next episode, sorry.
all. Beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
Geralt's there, like, that's an interesting, it's an interesting summon.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
They speak through you.
Someone speaking through you?
Good looking and clever, too. Where have you been hiding, boy?
Not how I imagined you looking.
So you're the three crones?
Crones? Where'd you get such an ugly word, young man? Village bitches have been gossiping again. There's no limit to how jealous and petty humans can be. Do we look like crones to you?
Yeah, actually. I've got
Go ahead.
the benefit
chat.
of foresight here.
Touch me, white-haired one. Where it pleases you most.
What is this tapestry made of?
Is it my imagination, or is this tapestry made of hair?
Oh, he's got a sensitive touch. Touch me more, boy. Touch me more.
Fuck. I've never gone down this
Get
dialogue
human
line.
hair.
Never heard of the cutting? Round here, a young boy turns into a man when they cut his hair for the first time. Our sister weaves tapestries of this cut hair. If the weft is straight, Happy's the fate.
Cool.
What if the weft's crooked?
Then it must be unraveled.
Yeah, the Crones are hideous when you see them in
Is this a curse?
their actual form.
You trapped in the tapestry?
Oh, he's curious. We don't fall victim to curses. We cast them.
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
She's like a daughter to me.
The young woman. She's my daughter by choice. I raised her.
If she's shapely, what does it matter?
That's an odd joke.
Matters to me.
I believe we've hit a nerve. He's bubbling like well-fed yeast.
Oh, that's how I likes him.
What happened to her?
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon this white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we may be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight-errant or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
It's a deal, gamer.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
Young. Geralt's 90
And you,
odd.
White One, return only once you've completed the task.
I guess he's young by the standards of the Crones, who are probably centuries upon centuries old.
Aye, mistress, right. On me way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger.
I never noticed there was just a skeleton in the
dagger.
wall.
For you.
Or on the wall.
Ladies told me to give it you. Here it is. The dagger. Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear, stone shear, stone nose, stone ears.
Oh, that werewolf is an absolute disaster that we have to scrap. But it's not actually part of the quest. It is, however, very important. Why is the... Hang on, let's have a look at the quest. See what level it is. Ladies of the Wood. Right, that's cool. It's good. We'll be able to do it, so it's fine. La Roach, where are you, Roach? There you are. Good old Roach. About as useful as horses get in gaming. Not my favourite horse riding mechanic in any game ever, but it'll do. I think this is one of the games that introduced the concept of following the road to places, and honestly, it's a bit like, oh well, now I don't have to even have to pay attention.
Get him! Come on! He's ours! Cunt's ours! No! Witchcraft!
Don't know what that potion did for me, but I doubt it did much.
Time to end this.
Let him catch his breath!
Eat some bits and pieces, gamer. I'm gonna fuck my sword up if I'm not careful. There we go, he's just been cut in half. I love the Witcher combat music.
Time to end this.
Mutilating your enemy is the best pastime in the world. Talk to the Ealdorman of Down Warren Village about their problem. Okay, well I can do that. Down Warren, my favourite village. The Ealdorman will talk to us about his problem. We'll sort his problem out, and then he'll cut his own ear off like the dickhead he is. Do you have any contracts? Contract monster from the swamp. Anyone knows how to read this, and read it careful, so that it's known far and wide, or at least throughout the whole village. Out in the bog where we dig peat, there's a beast which feeds on men, and I'm going to give that a go. Look at these geese. Oh, the contract issue is miles away, so we're probably better off, at least first anyway, continue along this one. The swamp thing is a pretty high level quest as well. The invitation from Keira Metz is what we'll do after we continue with the Ladies of the Wood. Right. You right, Ealdorman?
Greetings.
What's bothering the villages?
Nice village.
Aye,
A real pearl of the swamps.
if you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
How did he keep that in his pocket?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
I don't belong to anyone.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An
Hello,
evil one that
gamers. Hello,
feeds
Casper.
on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie.
This man has an
Unburied,
odd trim.
all fathers,
Got
sons,
the full-on
daughters,
cul-de-sac
and mothers.
going on with a little tuft.
Folk are afeared to move them.
I call it the roundabout
You must go
cul-de-sac.
The dark powers must be cast off.
More details.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now is a wonder.
A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
How long's it been like this?
When did all this start?
3 year back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer.
God, do I hate English Geralt.
Times have been ill ever since.
Why?
Folks' teeth
His
turn
voice, that
black
is.
as charcoal.
Why?
Women folk fight like
I presume you play it in
bawling,
Polish then.
brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the ladies' help.
I'll look around.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this
Oh,
power
here
is.
come the language
They know
absolutists.
Old Thekla claimed
Play it
they'd
in
be punishing
Polish.
us. Folk stop respecting them.
I don't speak Polish.
Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Casper only likes to listen to Polish Geralt. English Geralt is voiced by Doug Cockle. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the American accent, mind, but then again, guess that's what you got with Doug Cockle, innit? Compared to the Polish voice, it's so different. The old movie and TV series sound the same as the game Geralt, so it's just a typical voice that I've heard since I was like 3. Ah, yes. Geralt of Trivia. That should be a Witcher. That should be a Witcher quiz show.
Be gone.
Come on.
Come no closer.
I absolutely despise this werewolf fight. Alright, here we go, gamers.
Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. The powers will not will.
Shit. Zeman champion. Yeah, because drinking alcohol and you should never drink in werewolf. But here we are, dickheads, anyway. Eat the potatoes like you've never eaten a potato in your life. You know what? This fight could actually drain me of potatoes.
Come on.
Oh my god, it's on fire. You know what? That fire seemed to do bits for it. Okay, fire does not do bits. No, you don't, dick face. I guess you just got to be aggressive with werewolves. They dissuade it a little bit because they're scary little. They're pretty frightening. I think werewolves are among the more not necessarily the most frightening looking enemies, but you don't want to stumble across one, do you really? But I think if I were to say they don't make you want to be aggressive. Like, you know, you look at it and go, fuck, I want to be defensive with this thing. But it just doesn't work. You got to be a bit brave, especially when it can regenerate. And it is cut in two. Give him a classic French Geralt in a country based in Poland. Give him a Burnley accent so we don't understand him.
Be gone. Be gone.
It's humming.
Be gone.
Place of power. It's gotta be.
I need a hold to draw, don't I? I have gained an ability point. Now, the good ending, unfortunately, is what we're going to free the tree spirit and not kill it, because killing it actually isn't actually really the good ending, because the children die. JFlow303, cheers for the super chat, gamer. I really do appreciate it, mate. Boss should be able to heal 50% of their health for every 25% of your own that you heal. Well, it's all about the challenge and balancing, isn't it? Wasn't there a boss battle in some game where the boss heals himself every time you heal yourself? I don't know. I know that there are some rough boss battles out there.
Why have you come? Why
yeah, but then I'm in the Baron. But the children, man.
Are you here to grant
Fuck
me
the Baron. He's a dickhead.
Or is my freedom your wish?
There isn't really a good ending in this. Someone will die either way. Yeah, that's... It's about who. Why was I attacked?
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await.
Fuck the Baron indeed.
My forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murder sisters.
If the Baron dies, imagine all the starving kids you could feed with his corpse.
For I defy them.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I had kept the balance. The Crones killed me, and cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circle in Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over a sea.
What do you know about the Crones?
You must know the Crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through 7
Do I order
years.
pizza? Also known as I do, and what topics should I get? Toppings should I get? Jalapenos, copious jalapenos.
Of human flesh.
Really good for you. I never really cared for the
Why did they kill you?
pineapple pizza argument. I wouldn't do it, but whatever. Do what you want.
The wood alone.
Meat feast with jalapenos.
I had to die.
Some shrooms ain't bad. If the Baron dies, he'll probably end up like Henry VIII and explode. Yeah, but he doesn't have any like massive ulcers and that, does he? You claim I can free you.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly along the leaves.
Who's Henry VIII? The 8th Henry.
I know what awaits them.
I don't remember Henry VIII exploding,
I must help.
to be fair.
Something threatens the orphans. I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
The kids in the clearing are in danger?
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
The fat king of England with 6 wives.
I can help.
It is done.
What should I know? I'm not from the UK. See, it's not
It cannot be undone.
something everyone would know.
There are no rules.
So from natural causes, his health is poor. He had become obese in his leg when from his jousting accident had become ulcerated.
Let them
Yes.
be saved.
Still waiting on Mass Effect Andromeda 2. The Crones, what do you know about them?
The Crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all.
Henry VIII's corpse exploded, did it? I'll help thee.
If you can save the orphans from the meadow, I'll help you.
I will find them. Free them. Open the door of my cage. Blood is my escape. A rite you must perform. With the black of raven feathers, the white of my bones, and a swift steed. A mare wild and free, in meadows pasture court, dark as a bottomless well,
It was his heart that exploded. Oh.
as the depths of night.
William the Conqueror's corpse exploded, I think.
No other
I'm gonna have to Google which English king's corpse exploded. Or King of England, sorry, William the Conqueror was from Normandy. Raven feathers.
Got some raven feathers.
find my remains and bring me a mount.
A wind-born steed, a black squall turned horse.
A horse?
Why do we need a black horse?
The beast and I shall be as one. As when I lived, we shall be a gale.
Hey Fishy, I'm in the car. Hello there. Jack in the car.
Wild steed from meadows moist.
5 of which he had Henry VIII was a king of England. He had 6 wives, 5 of which he had killed. He didn't have 5 killed. You got to remember how the tune goes. Divorced, beheaded, died.
Bones
Divorced, beheaded, survived.
in a solitary mound
So what that means is, first one, Henry divorced.
west.
Second one, Henry had executed. The third one died anyway. And then the fourth one was divorced again. The fifth one was beheaded, and the last one outlived him. I'll be back once I have everything.
I'll gather what I need.
He killed
for
2,
you, then
1
return.
died, and
Gather and return
divorced 2.
to the hillock's depths.
The Last Kingdom is getting a season 5. Fuck yes.
Pierce my heart. Let blood flow.
Bye Fishy, driving now.
Born again.
Alright, take it easy, gamer.
I must first be consumed.
Consumes Noil.
Go now, and return through the passage I have opened.
If that werewolf comes back, I swear to God, I'm slapping your mum. Find the bones of the spirit trapped beneath the hillock, the whispering hillock, using your witcher senses. Ah. If that werewolf returns, I'm punching everyone's mum. I just want you to know that. Where am I supposed to find a fucking horse? Do a Mass Effect playthrough. Oh, you know what? I'd absolutely love to. But the thing is, it'll get a grand total of about 3 views, and I quite enjoy playing through Mass Effect on my own, like, you know. I will do it at some point. I will do a Mass Effect playthrough. It will happen. Oh, I've got shit on my face. This is such an odd feeling. Usually it's in my pants. Stop throwing shit at me, man. Stop flinging your water hag shit at me. Oh shit. Water hag needs to stop flinging shit. I'm running out of potatoes here. I have a dried fish, it's fine. I presume the tree's a good place to start. Everyone's corpse is by a tree. Oh no, evidently not. Okay, now where is your corpse, sir? Ah! You see, now that's a place where I will find dead people.
Strange bones. Don't seem human to me.
Calm a wild horse using the axis sign and mount it. What's going to happen to the horse? I'm going to murder the horse, aren't I? I guess I've got to get over here and calm a fucking horse. Wow, this is a day. Isn't Canute from the Last Kingdom the voice actor for Male Eivor? Yes, Magnus Brune. Is that right? Or is it pronounced Brown? Magnus Brune is playing Male Eivor, and he plays Canute. Big, hefty ginger bloke. I do look forward to seeing how he performs, because he's quite good in the Last Kingdom. Hey sir, it's chill. Don't worry and just keep on gaming, gamer. You can tell this is what you're supposed to do, that this is what the game wants you to do, as what would be considered the right decision for Geralt. Though both technically are Geralt, like both work, this is the one that they clearly thought, you know what, let's make this one the one that technically has the better outcome, even if it doesn't feel like it, because it makes you do more. Like, scrapping the tree spirit is easy enough, but a little bit of tedium means you're usually on the right path.
Come on now.
I'll play a Male Eivor because that epic bloke, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea what the Last Kingdom is. Give it a watch.
Ready. We can start.
Let me fly, raven wings. Lay wings amidst the feathers. Place all beneath my heart. My heart you must pierce, and bring the steed.
Start the ritual. Let's do this. So this is the right choice. Well, there's no real right choice. Both are. There's no good ending. There's just an ending that allows children to die and one that doesn't.
Shall be free once more.
I offer your remains.
Once I was flesh, I shall be flesh once more.
Now let me guess. It's a death horse.
Free the children.
I shall. A word once given must be honored.
And off goes Shadowmere from Skyrim. Black beauty. A lovely man. Talk to the ealdorman of Downwarren and you took care... Sorry, tell the ealdorman of Downwarren you took care of the problem.
Magic. A place of power.
Is it back to doing bits for me? Maybe we can do some bits with it. Igni sign intensity increased. Oh yes. That is gaming. Now here they are. The werewolf I cut in half a bit down the way is now back in one piece.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I can't be in two places at once, can I?
Yes you can, the video game.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. There's something lurking there.
You don't want to know.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
What have you done?
Doesn't matter.
Went up the hill, took care of the problem. The details are my concern.
Aye, truly said. I knows naught of such things anyway.
The Crones, or the Ladies of the Wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
This is the part where he cuts his ear off and does a gaming move. Are you ready to see an ear get cut right off? Schlap, schlap. Fare thee well, ear. Oh, that I feel that every single time. Ow, that'd hurt. Can you imagine shouting into that now, like just shouting
payment.
"dick" in his
Take it to the ladies,
in his
will you?
ear hole?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Now we've got to take the ear and the knife back to the gaming land. Back to this decrepit place. And hope for the best. Hope for the best. Now, here come the creatures. Are you ready to see the disgusting, disgusting critters? There we are. I've got a screenshot of Geralt turning around. Look at them. Look at that creature. Look at these absolute gremlins.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
The Crones are disgusting creatures and they make me sad.
You can bring it, not ogle it.
You disobeyed us once more.
We are forgiving creatures, but you allowed the children to escape.
Oh no.
They never wanted to flee. They liked it here.
The children have
They
absconded.
played.
Your punishment must be harsh. Now silence! We must speak to the white-haired one.
Look at Papa Smurf. I
know
don't
that
want
mark.
to. Papa
This
Smurf
Anna,
is fucking
the wife
horrid.
of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
You used me.
You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. a lot of work.
Naught's free, brave soul.
Did you destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
I freed the spirit trapped in the tree.
Hear that, sisters?
Traitor!
She took the children. Put her.
You got Bagwoman, Baskethead, and Papa
We made a
Smurf.
deal.
Cheers for the super chat,
I was
Isak.
supposed to help the villagers. I held up my end of the bargain. They're safe now.
So, a mockery you chose to outwit.
What do you want the kids for?
What did you need the children for?
We? They needed us. Our care.
Well, that's about as believable
You
as anything.
exposed them to great danger.
We cannot help them because of you.
It's not necessarily
Leave
true.
it, sisters. Everything in its time.
Tell me about the woman eyes. Why do you look different now, even? Good question.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you.
Oh, wow.
If
I'd
you
say I was
only
honoured,
knew
but
how much time we
I'm more
spent in front
revolted.
of the glass.
Do you desire us?
You know what? Is that polymorphism?
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
And if you looked anything other than that,
To be woven
you'd be
together
on.
with you?
I'd be your best and last.
Not what I came for.
Tell me about the woman I seek.
Our deal.
I also wear a
did my
basket
part,
for special
now you do
occasions.
yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Ah, where is she now?
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word. So tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy.
They look so fancy.
We knew
If you wanted to vomit, sure.
We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness. A mirage in a puddle.
She came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The same seed that will burst into flame.
Oh no.
She fell into our hands.
Look at these creatures.
Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress.
They're gawking over it. Right, wow, delicious. Where can I get their suits? Primark, probably.
Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely. And plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
You'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so convinced that she will, but whatever. The wild cock and balls are already here. Don't mind me, gamers. I have infinite of this shit. Here we are. Oh no, it's a gamer. Look out, they want your feet so they can screenshot them. Ah, my worst fear. Bloody hell, Fishy, that was fast. It's what you're supposed to do. How did my guy not notice? Surely he did. Surely he's playing with his food. Imlarith. And I guess that brings us to sort of where we find Ciri in the Baron's story, right?
You tried to
Jesus,
kill
her eye is
tried to
revolting.
butcher
Don't
her
get any
like an
closer.
animal and eat her.
Her blood, the taste brought back memories of our youth.
Yeah, but that was a sight.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that. Such a shame she fled.
I'll find her and come back for you.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
Your return, you shall. Our fates are bound.
Fucking rancid.
And one will die. But it shan't be one of us.
Imagine being the artist who modelled these.
Shadows and wonderment.
That is some dedication to the craft.
Each time
Basket
we see
face
her,
is my favourite.
She will be a mirage. And if you find her, if the girl will die, she'll see you, handsome knight.
What a bunch of dickheads. Now, tell the Baron what you've learned about Anna. I mean, I'd love to, but the Baron is just not boys with me. Right, let's go actually tell the Baron, because I'm a good man, and the Baron deserves to know that gaming has occurred, and it is fine. Crows Perch. Fast travel here. I mean, yes, let's do this. Okay, but had to go feed the doggo. Well, that is as good a reason as any to disappear. I don't know a dog alive that doesn't like a good feeding. Look at that lighting. It's so smooth and lovely and good. Right, game, is it me, the finest gamer in the land? They call me Captain Gamer 56 of the gaming regiment. I don't know. Don't you just want to suckle on the thick forearms of Basket Head? Not most days. Right, it's time for tragedy to befall the Baron, because I think the Baron is an asshole. And I want to see him hanging from that tree there.
Could use some hair of the hound.
I had a hiccup then. Oh no. Was it a burp? I can't even tell. Out with the fire. Now, the first option we'll get in dialogue is want to play Gwent, right?
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Let's play Gwent. I know where your wife is.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
The Baron whipped his arse and
You
glint.
still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
The Crow's Perch music is not my favourite. My opinion doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
So tell me how it was with you, really.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. Alright then. I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
What happened then?
Alright. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with
Knob
her.
licker.
Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Seems like they call you Bloody for a reason.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
What did Anna say?
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody
Who
understatement.
is
if
thick
I've
red
heard
guy?
one.
Irrelevant in the next
She
20
flew into
minutes.
a fit. Hysteria. Threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. how many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness.
That's peak.
Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Now, as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
I can't say I care. Seems you deserve each other.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Your wife is with the Crones.
Your wife is with the Crones, as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What Crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
Oh, I've heard folk speak of them, but thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
Fiend captured her.
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the Crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that.
It says a fiend in the dialogue, but we don't know that yet.
What happened to her?
That's really
the creature
weird.
Carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tribe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the Crones.
She made a pact with the Crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the Crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the Crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
I wouldn't recommend venturing into that swamp.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those Crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her.
Crones are Corona, actually.
Wait.
The Coronas.
Count on their mercy if they had your daughter.
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
Well, a deal. Time you fulfilled your end.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
What are your favourite TV shows right now? I don't know. I'm not really watching anything at the moment.
Now, what did I last?
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. Right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Bloody dickhead Basilisk is going to become deceased. Like my granddad. Right. Why is there a wolf here too? Who invited him? Oh no, the Basilisk is doing bits. I'm not careful, I'm about to become very much so deceased. It's fine, we just about clutched it. Uh-oh. Fishy, have you seen The Leftovers? No. What's that about? Is it a show about Sunday roast dinner? Right, now I need to mooch up into the end.
Can't leave him like that.
I mean, we very easily can. We've got his horse and we can mooch along, but I guess it is whatever, Siri, right? You do you and that, innit? Now, where do I actually get... Fuck, I completely forget where I'm supposed to... What route I'm supposed to take to get up this place, but... No, I know, it's around the corner, isn't it? Siri, anytime this month would be fantastic. Ah, here we go. Oh, for God's sake, Siri, do something. It's got to be the right route. Siri, this year, please. Can't remember where Siri's supposed to fucking go. Not that way, evidently. Further back. Ah. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Maybe because it took so long that... Use a teleport skill, mate. Doesn't work like that. Cutscene ones now. I think it suffices to say that Basilisk is deceased. It's a good screenshot, I think. Waiting for a pizza to arrive while watching some classic Witcher. Now that sounds like a shout. Sat there fucking up a pizza while watching the Baron and breathe his last days. He's gonna love hanging himself, which he will do.
You have everything?
Soon.
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
We're even.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after.
It has arrived, BRB. That's pretty classic.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
Got myself a bit of popcorn. Bit of popcorn. That's what I like.
Pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Oh, yes. The video I did on this a couple months ago is one of my favourite videos, I think, that I've done.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
How did Ciri get past the Redanian blockade?
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Who was the letter to?
No one. It was like this one. Show that to those pricks at the crossing, and they'll let you pass.
This for me?
See no reason to make things harder for you. You seek your child, this letter will help.
Where did you get these letters?
Where do you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
Fair enough. The man is talking a lot about gaming, and you got to go to Novigrad.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Right, I'll go.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
It's Uma, the gamer.
There you are.
Where are they keeping that creature?
Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
We know who Uma is, don't worry.
You tell me.
I prefer him in Uma form.
My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Where'd he get the name?
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Classic Uma. Doesn't look like a monster.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Was it Gwent by chance? Nothing better to play for?
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smart-ass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Tell me how it happened.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it his
Let's get the likes up, gamers. That'll be cool.
He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back.
Sorry, I just switched the tab as well.
Luck was not with him.
Because the
And Uma wound up
one of the
here at
preview
Crones
pages
Perch.
froze.
End of story.
Ah, funny indeed.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Now you've got a court jester.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter.
I was like, because I'm a boss. Good sir. It's fantastic gaming going on right there. Off the Baron goes to ride towards certain sadness. And the camera sort of does something with this tree that I'm not sure if that's referencing what becomes of him. Or what. There we go. I like getting some screenshots of bits and pieces because I can use them for thumbnails. So please do forgive the Steam screenshot sound effect. It's for a reason. Return to Crookback Bog. Now, let's have a look at the quest level and make sure we're all good for it. Yes, we are, because we're level 64 and that's level 64. And everything is gaming, and I'm going to jump over this old woman. Right, lovely. We're on a roll. Here's an interesting question. What's your favourite type of cheese? Oh. Fuck, man. You really had to go there. It's a really difficult question. It's like asking what's my favourite alcoholic beverage, and I don't think there's any one answer that would do that question justice.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought him a bucket of peelings yesterday. Beast we have. He's not scared.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
You surprised? They tried to dance with a witcher.
The amount,
Where'd he come from anyway?
Well, how should I know? You so curious? Ask him yourself.
the amount of times I've heard that dialogue, it's getting really annoying now. It's all they say when you pass them. Now, my favourite alcohol changes. Well, with alcoholic beverages, you should always be trying new stuff. You can have a favourite type of beverage, but a favourite brand, no.
Beauty? What the devil do you mean?
The great mare. The horse fiend. Folk done went mad. Lunged at each other.
Oh no.
Murdering all neighbours or young'uns.
It's the spirit of the forest, taking revenge on those who sought its demise, driving them mad.
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. I've trouble drawing any sense from their canting. Should give him a taste of the whip to bring him in line, cause...
My lord, 'tis what they said too. About the mare, meaning... That is the forest's dark ghost.
Who claims so?
The witch hunters passed through just now, heading for the village in the swamp. Some lass was leading them, asking after her mother.
Lass? We must
You can save Baron and
Geralt.
Anna if you sacrifice the kids. Yeah, that's not something I'm gonna... That's not something I was willing to do. The kids come first.
Agreed.
Fuck the village. Fuck the Baron. Fuck Anna.
With the swamp to cross,
Shite to them all.
Crones to hunt down.
If you get the right... I know how this is gonna go.
Loud swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants.
I guess I don't need the horse, actually.
Crones, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The Crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them, care for them out of the kindness of her heart. Good as gold, that one. Always.
I mean, we've seen the Crones. They certainly aren't just random women that you'll meet in the woods. They are terrifying beyond... and hideous beyond... God knows what. Beyond comprehension, I think, is the fairest way to put it. I really need to sort out those golden boots. They look ridiculously out of place. I think they're from the Blood and Wine expansion. Okay. I have toxic to myself. Let's eat a dried fish and sort me out. Quent, there we go. Lovely. Drowner! This Baron is useless and he's chasing me with the sword more than he's chasing the Drowner. This Baron is aggressive as shit. I'm partially just glad that he's not attacking me. There we go. Turns out everyone's useless against drowners but me.
Seen that many all at once in a while. We shouldn't have come here. Got no business traipsing about. Managed the one time, but who the hell knows what we'll find.
Oh, sword is damaged. Shit. I'm not happy about that. Because I have nothing to fix it with, and I'm very sad about it. I can't fix it with armor stuff, but I can dust up the armor a bit. Save myself having to shite with that later on. We'll sort it out when we head back to Crow's Perch, because that's where the quest takes us towards the end. The silver sword will still hold up. It's just not as potently powerful as it will be before. And then we'll get to the blacksmith, sort it out, and then it'll be all good. Might cost us a bit of dough, but I think we've got a bit that we can. Yeah, we've got a bit to burn. We're all right. AC Odyssey is a dollar shop Witcher. It's very much so a combination of buying The Witcher on Wish and, well, buying Assassin's Creed on Wish, which is very funny because Assassin's Creed itself is the knockoff version of itself, which is really weird.
Show me what you got.
Rot Fiend, right, it's going to do a thing where it bloats up and becomes very fat and explodes. Why is there a water hag here as well? Flinging shit and doing bits. I guess the silver sword still holds up a little bit, so it's fine.
That's too much hooch turns into that. The next time you think to give a woman booze, don't. Better off drinking it down yourself.
I do like when the world puts misconceptions and misunderstandings of curses and stuff in there. It really makes The Witcher feel like a valid addition to the world and makes it feel like The Witcher's profession is needed because people are absolutely bloody clueless when it comes to dealing with
Witcher,
monsters.
Why are you here?
Nice. We're in a can't save position. It's fine.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after all. Come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
Why the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But
Is the Blood and Wine DLC worth it? Oh, yes, it is.
Geralt, come, tell her.
I better find Anna.
Stop arguing. It's stupid. We need to find Anna.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
That is a gamer.
Who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you we've a matter to resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Search the village.
Geralt doesn't mess around. He certainly doesn't mince his words either. It's part of what makes his character so great. He just says things how they are.
Don't.
Over here!
It's not going to be a happy ending. She's going to be a water hag. Yes. Told you. She's just having a dance there.
Mother? Is that her? No. No. It's impossible. We must do something. Witcher!
That's the fiend.
Something's coming. Get ready.
Look at that chilling.
Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't. Get ready.
Like I said, I'll repair the sword as soon as I have the opportunity. Is it? Oh yeah, the fiend comes out in a minute. There we go. Oh look, there's the fiend. How you doing, lad? How do you like fire? Evidently the fiend loves it. Ah, that hurt. That'll teach me. The fiend is a very hefty boy. The amount of times I can stab it in its arse and it'll just do this. It doesn't help that I'm drunk in this fight. Let's scran some potatoes and sober up. The hell? I've eaten so many potatoes that I've entered God mode.
Time to end this.
See that and tell me that wasn't gaming.
What was that? Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Just look at her. Witcher, you know of these things. You must. What's wrong with her?
Calm down, you're not helping.
Easy. Shouting won't help. Calm down.
Simple for you to say. How can I? That's my mother. Understand?
He's on our side. Let him think. Witcher. You know what is wrong with the woman?
She's been cursed.
Last I was here, she was nothing like this. Crones must have cursed her.
Can you lift this curse?
Not till I know what it is.
She can't have lived here alone. Perhaps there's someone else. Someone who saw something.
Maybe Johnny.
Who?
A boy, a hermit. Lives in the swamp. Came around here from time to time. He might have seen something.
We must find him.
Doesn't like strangers. You wait here. I'm better off going alone.
Visit Johnny and find out what happened to Anna. Alright, okay. Well, it's going to turn into a choose the doll, but if you choose the wrong doll, what happens is Water Hag explodes and dies. Right, okay, how many bloody drowners can I run into on my... Bloody water hags, man. All over the place. All over the flipping show doing all sorts of nonsense. Which one of you wants to just fuck off? Fling your shit at somebody else, you dickhead. Johnny, at me.
Johnny. Johnny. Not here. Something's not right. Gotta look around. Might be hiding nearby.
So this is turning into a right goose chase. And that's how you know... And that's how you know you're on the right path. Because if the quest stops being a goose chase, it means you've made a decision that's not necessarily the best outcome. At least in this case, on the ethical front. Johnny.
Johnny, wake up.
What? Who? Oh, Witcher! You frightened me. Thought it were those vile hags.
Killed a few near your den.
The Crones sent them to punish me.
Any idea what Crones want to punish you? Why?
Get on the Crones' bad side?
I told them off. They don't like it when you tell them off.
Why'd you do it?
Wanted to help Gran. She's always been good to the children. It would have been the doldrums out here without him. She'd have died of boredom. Begged the Crones not to hurt Gran, but they were angry she'd let the children escape.
Any idea what happened to Anna? There we go.
So you saw what happened to Gran?
By happenstance, Gran mixed some poppy seed and ash. Went by to help her sort it out. Mother Nature gave me small hands, see? So I can do it easy like. Working away we was, separating seeds from dust. Out of nowhere, Gran cried out. The mark on her hand started glowing. She yelled at me to hide. I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the Crones totted in. The weavess snipped a lock of Gran's hair. Called it punishment for letting the children escape. Then the hags opened the door in the floor. Went down, down, down. Shame it weren't all the way to hell.
Take a look under the door.
I look like a fool to you?
No, you do look like the inquisitive type, though.
My inquisitiveness ends where folly begins.
Why'd the weavess need Gran's hair? Any idea?
The Crones take folks' ears to hear all. Hair gives them power over folks' lives. There are times they weave the hair into odd strings. Other times they take it downstairs.
Stay in the chest until the Crones left?
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet, I said to myself. Not peep out your beat till they go. But then Gran fell to the floor. Started screaming and tearing her hair out. Didn't know what to do. So I leapt out of the chest. Thought herbs might help her. The ones she cured the children's aches with. But Gran was no longer herself. She was a beast.
So, you give her the herbs?
Couldn't manage it. The Crones came back. I dropped to my knees and begged him to spare
Isak,
Gran.
I must abscond. Have fun, lads. Right, take care, Isak. Cheers to the Super Chat
Naughty
Gamer.
boy. Oh, naughty. Shouldn't say no when the sisters want to hear yes. Then the Wispess says, run, boy, run before your legs rot off. They all laughed, and I legged it.
What now?
You escaped. Consider yourself lucky.
I do, but I've not lost the ladies for long. If I'm to live, I must hide, and I can forget my cozy hole. It's the first place they'll look if they set out to nab me.
Try deeper in the swamp, maybe?
I suppose I must. And what will you do?
I'm going back. There we go.
There's something in that cellar. The key to finding out what happened to Gran, I think.
Will you help her?
Provided it's not too late. Thanks, Johnny. And good luck to you.
Likewise. And if you happen on any water hags, give them a nice fat walloping on me behalf. Farewell, Witcher.
Ah, Johnny, what a lovely character. A little bloke in the swamp. One that is friendly, sir. A bit on the toilet humour side, but then again, I guess that's the point. Do 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 do. It me. Right. Well, here we are. Ah, the water hag. I don't want any up closes of that water hag, Jesus.
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought. The Crones probably cursed your mother, took a lock of her hair, then disappeared down the stairs. Cellar under the house. Cellar doors hidden.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Come.
I'll go first.
Let me go in first. Give you a shout if I find anything interesting.
So be it. Let's begin.
Right. Witcher's not quite the devils you thought. My evening with a vampire. Well, that is. Conviction has risen amongst both mages and the hoi polloi that witches barely raise a hair's breadth above animals. But they're deformed and bloodthirsty mutants. And that slaking this thirst they do not limit themselves to the foods of monsters. Meanwhile, the research and observations of Virgil and Bernard paint an entirely different picture of the cast. Of course, it is an indisputable fact that the mutations witches undergo influence their temperament, immune system, strength and endurance, yet one cannot consider them unthinking beings forged only for killing. As a result, in fact, witches cultivate a unique culture, a specialised body of knowledge, an effective training system and a code of honour. And they know an incredible amount about the effects of ingesting various organic and inorganic substances, and also a small amount but nevertheless something about the fundamentals of magic, by which I mean the simple spells they call signs. On the surface, witches appear to be a homogeneous, I don't know that word, social entity, but in truth their fighting styles, training regimens and worldviews differ significantly depending upon the school to which they adhere. The best known witcher schools on the continent are the School of the Wolf, School of the Bear, School of the Griffin, School of the Viper and School of the Cat. Oh, I want to learn more about how witches aren't the devils I thought. Because I thought they were devils. Like, oh, well that's got to be the cellar, right?
Brought him.
Oh, well, this is peak.
By the eternal fire. I've never seen so many before.
Looks unsavory. What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual. Witches weave human hair through dolls they first curse. They gain a grasp on individual souls this way.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of. But there are risks involved. The items woven into the dolls, see them? They symbolize the individuals the dolls are meant to represent. We must find the doll that is Anna and take it from here.
How do you know all this?
Seem to know a lot about this.
From tomes on black magic. Initially, we burned any that we found. Recently, we decided it might be wise to read them first.
Poisoning your minds with magic? Superstition? What's the hierarch think of that?
Have you met the man?
No.
Neither have I.
Huh. Mentioned a risk.
This risk you mentioned. Take it we only get one shot at choosing the right doll.
I'll not chance it. I did not know Anna. You've learned much of her. Should find it easier to choose.
It
right.
doesn't really
Let's
matter
take
as
a
a
look at these
decision.
dolls.
Should just die now or die later. Doll with the red bead. Doll with the bird feathers. Let's take a look.
Red bead attached to this one. Anna wears a string of those around her neck.
As do half the women from Novigrad to Vengerberg. This cannot be the one.
Other dolls are worth a look.
Alright. I'll look at the others.
Doll with the bird feathers.
Bird feathers woven into this one. If I had to bet on it, I'd say this doll represented Philippa.
Philippa Isleheart, if that's true, then...
Relax. First name that came to mind, that's all. Philippa's way too clever for the Crones to have snared her in some trap. Besides, we're not here for Philippa. We're here to save Anna. And I can't think of any link between her and bird feathers.
That might seem obvious. But what if it's a ruse, and this doll, in fact, symbolizes Anna?
Should look at the others.
Doubtful. Crones would have no reason to employ trickery here. Should look at the others.
Doll with the violet hollyhock bloom.
This is interesting.
A doll with a flower. What's so interesting in that?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
You believe this to be the doll?
I should look at the others.
Might very well be, but I can't be sure. Should look at the others.
Homogeneous. Okay. Thank you.
Human ear attached to this one.
Belonged to one of the peasants, doubtless. Anna still has both her ears.
Let's look at the others.
I think it's the violet hollyhock bloom. Like I don't think I've ever gotten this right, but...
A doll with a...
Not just any
You believe...
I'm sure it is. Taking it.
Quick, outside!
Mum, you're back. All will be well. You're going to be fine.
Tammy, I'm dying.
She's not well. Raving. Doesn't rightly know what's happening. You're weak yet.
You must rest.
No. Listen to me. The Crones. I was to be their beast to the end, forever. You broke their spell. But now I must go.
What's she talking about, Witcher?
Crones tricked us.
The Crones deceived us. Their curse is a death sentence. No way to lift it, at least not in a way that would let Anna live. We broke their spell temporarily, partly. Now it's gotta run its course.
What? What does that mean?
She's dying.
It's good to see you together.
I'm sorry, Annie. For everything. I'm sorry.
Mother.
Tammy, do you remember that day on the Inner?
Of course. Those plums are so sweet. And your dress so blue. You wove me a wreath of flowers. We laughed the day away.
Please, remember me like that.
No!
Fuck the Crones. All my homies hate the Crones.
I thank you. They had a chance to say goodbye. It was your doing.
Shame I couldn't do more.
Come, child. The eternal fire will soothe your pain.
Leave me be. Your pay will await you at Perch. Collect it there.
None of this was your doing.
I know. Would leave me alone.
Witcher.
Return to well, let's talk to the Baron. Let's go. Well, we all know that the Baron is going to be in a state. And by a state, I mean dangling well and truly from that tree that... by his old neck. On the way past, we'll sort out the armour. Well, we'll sort out fixing the sword is what I mean. And then it will be repaired and lovely and good. And that's okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Hit me. I just jumped on that boy's head.
Give me the coin. Tails will clean the shit out.
Bro, the Crones got me crying. In fear or because they're genuine evil entities. Of which the Witcher universe is not short of.
How may I assist you?
Fergus me, sir. Need some armour made.
Need some armor.
Well, by that I actually genuinely mean that I don't need armour made per se, but what I need is everything fucking repaired to the finest standard that you can yield. Now let's see what we can sell to him. Because we can sell some junk to him, right? Like this. Yeah, or whatever, that'll do. Fairly well. No spreadsheet in my backlog feels so good that I have games nicely sorted. That is gaming. Well, here are the blokes chilling over here. Ah, there he is. Loving life. Oh. Dangling from that tree.
So they're bound to...
See, that is absolutely in love with life.
What the hell happened?
Hanged himself. Plain enough to see.
Was he drunk?
Was he drunk?
Yeah, always knew the hooch would be his end.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes are just too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die, and I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.
Lost everything he cared for. No surprise he lost the will to live.
Don't look too concerned, you and your boys.
What would you have us do? Sit and wail? Baron was a good soldier, but settling in here at Crow's Perch, it made him soft. We'll introduce a new order. Things will be different now.
I imagine they will.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah?
Poor old Baron. Looking absolutely dead. Chilling on that there, swinging about from the tree. I'm honestly surprised it could take the weight. Look at him, the corpulent fucker. Now...
Right in the chops, right in the chops, see?
Yeah.
Taylor's outy shite.
I'm pretty sure that's the stable boy who he saved, and he's like, "You're pale as oaty shite," and that's, I guess, cool. I mean, whatever, right? Sticks and stones. Use Ard on the Baron. What happens if I use Ard on the Baron, actually? I want to know. I'm going to do that now. Will I just piss off all his henchmen? Does his body stay there for the rest of the game? I'd imagine not. But... Don't worry, guys. I'm...
Giving me no choice.
Ah, shit. Oh, no. This was your doing, gamers. You've got me chased out of town. There's one man who's chasing me adamantly. Everyone else has given up. Don't mind me, guys. He is genuinely chasing me until... Well, that was... Visit Triss in her house. Well, that's gaming. They love talking about that, don't they? Bunch of gamers. An absolute bash at gamers. Right, Hanged Man's Tree is a good spot to go from, I think. It always is. See, there's mans hanged from the tree. And it really is weird because you know that they didn't grow on the tree. So they was killed by people. That is what occurred on that tree there. Right, gamers, let's go. That is my genuine genius deduction of the week, and you're all welcome. What do you mean I have to go in that direction? Are you absolutely clapped off your head? No. I think a straight line is...
Ugly bastard.
Oh, that's a bandit. Oh, there's bandits here. Okay, well, they're all gonna die. Bandits become dead. Off he comes. I can mount Roach and do bits, or I can just shoot him with my crossbow and it does nothing. Off you come, dickhead. There you go, you don't belong on that horse. Bam. Eat one of them potatoes, you know. The horses are absolutely making this a disaster. Well, he doesn't have a head, so I don't understand what that noise was. but it's... I decapitated my guy. Roach, Jesus Christ, lad. Like, stop running around like you've got some mental disability. Let's go.
Come on, Roach.
Actually, what's in that cage? There is no men in this cage. We can just open it. What's that? Unsent letter. My dear Helk, remember when you said, Isbor, don't you go robbing folk, the gods don't like it. And besides, any refugees on these roads these days, and they're even poorer than us. How you were cross that I shirked working in the fields and didn't bring a scrap home to put in the pot. Well, you are going to have to eat those words, my dear. Gobble them all up, with a hearty slice of humble pie and some baked cow on the side. Yesterday we cornered this merchant, and not a Gors Velen or Brennerman, but from Nilfgaard itself, you see. From the city of the Golden Towers. Didn't speak much common, but enough so that we could understand each other. He said he was carrying some goods to the Black One's camp. We took everything he had. I'm telling you, Help dearest, you've never seen so many crowns in your life, nor could you ever hope to count that high. Now we're going to rough him up a bit to make sure he hasn't hid some of his gold or goods. Once we cut off his thumbs, he'll spill the beans about the extra treats stashed in the soles of his boots. And once Mirko scolds him a bit, he'll tell us about the precious stones he's got sewn in the feed bag. Might tell us a great many things of such interest. In fact, you never know just what till you try. Tell the young uns Dad's going to be home soon, and he'll bring them toys and treats, and they'll eat so many honey cakes their tummies are going to burst. For you, Helk, I'll bring a silver necklace and brooch, because while you can be awful at times, I still love you, you naughty bint. Isbor. P.S. Throw on that night shirt with lace and red beads from my arrival and go up your kisser somewhat. Safe to say he's not going home because he's fucking dead. Now, that is rather peak. They added a little bit of story to them bandits. That is rather cool. Who doesn't like a bit of story? Like a little bit of storytelling as you go. Never hurt anybody. I am technically going in the right direction. It's just telling me I'm not, and I can never, for the life of me, understand why. When it all roads lead to where I need to be. Actually, there is something we need to do before we dip off too far in that direction. Excuse me, gamer. I just realised. There is a quest we must do. And that is... where is it? An invitation from Keira Metz. Before we make goodbye from this place, we must go back down to Mid-Cops. Sorry, gamers, I've just realised. It is important. We can get to Novigrad some other time. Off to Mid-Cops. Da-na-na-na-na. I actually don't need that. I do. I could get to that. It's Mulberry Dale. Just follow the road along, basically. Come on, gamer. Keep riding in the straight line. You know what you're doing. Hello, gamers. 'Tis me. Mid-Cops. Da-na-na-na-na. Right, I always do that. I don't know why. I don't even understand why I do that. I just do. I just go... Blah, to Mid-Cops! Right, to see Keira Metz and talk about all the gaming that's going to occur. When she likes gaming, I will communicate about the gaming and it will be fine. Don't worry, gaming is in my soul. Gaming sits at the base of my boots. And I poo on gaming daily. It is what happens. No. Are you going to eat cheese and breakfast biscuits and what the fuck is that? If that ain't oh, I see. Yep. Guess it's one of them details, right?
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed.
Walking in on shithead and his sir.
Keira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the Magi says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
So you had a request for me?
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure.
I love
The
this
local
quest.
Peasants mumble
Fyke Isle.
incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why do you want to lift the curse?
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think. Your image. That's all you care about.
The point is, listen. I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
Nah.
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find.
Need I
bones
rub
and
the
whiskers.
lamp? Maybe it'll make a noise.
I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much.
Shit on it.
Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Ah, the witch's mobile phone. Did my donation go through? Did it? Oh yeah, it did on Streamlabs. It says, Hamid, aka Cocaine Gamer 10, has donated £1 and 1 pence. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Indeed. Cheers, Mum.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box.
Let me see if I can sort that out. Okay, if I do this, it should show. It doesn't. Hang on, it's gonna show now, right? Notification ain't showing. No, but I did see the donation.
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these
That should work.
Xenovoxes will
That's
catch
pissing me
on
off
with
now.
every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
I'm off to Fyke Isle.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Thank you.
Tower full of mice. Let's do this. The Grandest used Keira's boat to reach Fyke Isle. I would much love to. Too much cocaine. It said Cocaine Gamer and got trapped in a filter or something. Boat ones. Maybe it'll be a good screenshot to have a bit of boat active gaming. Why is it doing that? There we go, that's better. Sorry, then it mooched because I used my mouse. Because my mouse is still usable at this, see. Coke is too common here, so Hamid is on it 24/7. How much is it? Jesus, the chat's talking about cocaine. I'm just here to do some gaming and visit Fyke Isle and see all the gamers in their natural habitat.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Well, so Classic Games talking about coke. Oh Jesus Christ! Well, there goes any prospect of monetization. You's all welcome and that. I don't really want to fuck with rot fiends, so we're gonna go along a bit because I know. I'm on Fyke Isle, gamers.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
What now, you piece of filth?
I presume there are spots where we can find ghosts in game. I don't need that out all the time. I know exactly where I need to go, to the tower. The Tower of Fyke Isle. Now let's go. I don't want to fuck with rot fiends, ghouls. Ooh, what's this? I guess that's neither. I guess it gives a story wherever the medallion vibrates. Bloody ghouls, man. If I eat a couple potatoes, I'll be alright.
How long you gonna make me wait?
That ghoul is on fire and dying, it's fine. Ah, these are the spots where the ghosts are at.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're onto it.
We get it.
They're onto us. They're not letting Graham in. Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
There you go. Now in we are. Ah, a water hag. What would this place be without one of you guys? Wouldn't feel like home, really, would it?
That stench.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Creepy as that is.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all. My lord. Don't.
Cool. Right. This is a very sort of sad story, I guess.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it?
This green lighting is a really nice like contrast, which makes you remember the quest. It's a visual identity that this quest has. Well, that felt like it was going to break, didn't it?
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
It me.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
It's a horrible sound.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
I'm a witcher.
I'm a witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
The Mage of the Tower, who is he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
What happened in the tower?
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What happened next?
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Did they harm you?
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I... couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Can you talk to other souls?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
How can I help you?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle.
The curse is focused on you.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest, should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Fine.
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Annabelle's remains. Now before we dip, we should go up the steps to the roof and find the remains of the big man himself, wherever he lay.
Kept him there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Well, they died cool. There's the remains of some guy up here, right? Where are the remains? Maybe I should use the lamp to see bits and pieces. They haven't been dead long, to be fair. I guess that's something, right? Oh dear God, that is a terrible drop. Cool. This cutscene is so long, Jesus. Well, lots of Witcher cutscenes are pretty hefty in length, to be fair. Take Annabelle to Graham. I mean, I'd love to. But first I must do bits. And in order to do bits, I must do bits and pieces.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Mage Alexander's log. I'm sure that'll be a good read at some point. Just, can I be asked right now? I guess not. It's a pretty hefty, pretty tall tower, isn't it? There's some rats in here. They're only aggressive if you attack them, sort of thing. I guess I guess it's whenever it suits the game. The aggression of the rats is completely down to what suits what part of the game, etc, etc. Now, where's that exit? I must find the escape. Oh yeah, we're not at the bottom yet. Fucking hell, that is a tall tower. What's in the basement? That's terrifying.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
Oh, so they freed the rats. That's how rats infested the tower, I guess. Rusty Novigrad sword. Well, no, we don't need that. It's rusty. And by extension, shit. Now let's go. I must dip in the general direction of slip. Now, it would probably be easier to go to mid-cops and just use Roach. I came for 500 hours and I never knew there was another level above the lab. Well, like an outer area. Yeah, I thought the mage's remains were up there because I remember finding them, but I looked up there and they just weren't there. Maybe I missed them, but whatever. I don't care enough. I guess it's just a little thing, a little detail. There's a man hanging from that tree. They love hanging people from trees. I would love to leave. I do not have the time to fight every single drowner in the world, believe it or nay. No, why can't I just go in the direction of which the quest is located, you know? Like a normal fucking game. And it always changes the road route. It just goes, no, you're on this road now, so it must be the right direction. No, gamers, I'm dipping. Gamer Shuck. Graham.
Why have you been following me?
What did you want from Graham?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But... what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
I love how Geralt just keeps Annabelle's bones in
Yes.
his pocket.
Leave me be.
This is the bit where it twists. We leave, things go shit up, and then this is... watch. Let's see what happened.
Annabelle was no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta, and now she's free. A girl in plated flowers. Looks like a small shrine.
It's pretty cool. Now I return to Keira and tell her I've lifted the curse and that, I guess. There's still plenty to do. With this one, this could take a little while. We're actually... It's a bit longer than I remember it being. That's for damn sure. I think... Were they wolves or were they monsters? I can't even remember. Ah, the All God! This is the All God's Ends, right? Yes, it's the All God's Ends. We're doing this. My favourite quest, the All God.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
Your offerings, what's wrong with them?
So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could have a chat with this All God.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you've to stand before the altar and cry out, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Okay, where do I speak to
There's
this?
something here. Need to use the eye.
Not the eye, it's the... I guess, hang on a sec. Address the All God altar. Where is that bloody thing? Here it is.
Oh, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here?
Avalanches? Here?
Yeah, no.
How would that work?
I love that. That's
No
peak,
answer
that's
from
peak
the All
dialogue.
God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Look, how are you going to get fucking avalanches here? Clearly the All God is not a real god. I need to find that bit of tre. Here it is.
The hell in his eye. Ought to use it.
Ah, see that? An illusion. Classic All God is there he is. He's one of these creatures. I forget what they're called.
Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the All God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Settle for humble offerings or die.
Listen here, Lord Ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer. Maybe you'd care to go up top and see if you're still there.
Go talk to the peasants.
Anything new?
Talk to your all god.
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the All God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Do you know there's a crypt below?
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? I want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
I love that. That's how he tells. That's how he tells them that you should go and see the All God. You know, he's not a god. He's one of those things. Hang on. If I go into the bestiary, can I find out what monster that is? It's Oh, it's a Sylvan. Sylvans are cruel, greedy, and treacherous. Still, I prefer them to Derwine. Legendary Square Falcon. Sylvans and Yakshas, a kindred species, are extremely rare woodland creatures whose appearance combines traits of goats and rotund men. These beings usually pose little danger, for they limit their contact with humans to playing harmless, though often bothersome tricks and eating crops from their fields. Ah. Well, what an ugly creature. Maybe it should die. Right, let's mooch. Oh yeah, now I can save you. There we go, finally.
Stop! Is it true? What's the winning?
Nearly been going for 3 hours. Jesus, we're doing okay. Here we are. We're at Gamer Isle. Well, Gamer House. It wasn't much taller, just fat.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle, I managed to remove the curse.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now. Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice. You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
Farewell.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Fine, I'll look into it.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbough. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Oh, Jesus. An absolute goose chase, gamers.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What'll you give me?
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free. This the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid. This, too, the Pella knows.
I'll help you.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle,
There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Right, let's get cracking. Forefather's Eve is something we've definitely got to do, but we'll wind up naturally on Fyke Isle if we go through this quest anyway. So I'm in no real rush to get to that. And besides, though Geralt says do it tonight at midnight, it doesn't necessarily stick to that. You can do it any night. It's alright, we've got time. It's gaming time. Everybody slap me with their hefty gaming. Hangman's Alley. Well, that's a nice name for a place, isn't it? I'd like to say that that is apparently some bits and pieces that have occurred on this bear hide. How very peculiar.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon.
I'll tell you what, drowners are not going to be my mates. Oh, dickhead. Oh god, I've had shit flung at me again. Where'd the water hag come from? It's on fire and dying, it's okay. Stop flinging shit at me, you water hag. I am gaming. Gaming is me. Again with the shit flinging. Do you ever relent on the shit flinging front? I'm pretty sure it's just mud, but it is also a pain in the arse. Well, poor water hag is deceased.
Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well.
Alright, let's go. Well, there's a wheel, which means that we can't be doing too badly. That would likely be something, right?
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. Leftovers. No way that was going to end well. Cataplepus? Wonder what spell requires that. A dry red from Zubaran. Southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus.
Package for Keira.
Still intact. Human. Don't sense any magic though. Can't be far. How Keira looks have made this one.
Let's see if we can find the body. That's fascinating. Naturally, the bloody rot fiend has done it, because of course he has. No.
Hid and waited for help. It never came.
Missing merchant's letter.
That's Velen for you.
Volker. We've hit gold, old friend. Not only have we sold all of our stock, we have sold it for 3 times its cost. Our customer wants it all. Wine from Beauclair, everything from Beaujolais Nouveau to the oldest vintages, white, red, rosé, you name it. Whatever that word means, meat, pickled beef, pepper, cinnamon, cloves. I'm telling you, old friend, everything. There's one catch out. We must deliver the goods to Velen, to a village called Midcops. I know, dangerous. What with the war and all, but think of the coin. I've managed to secure a pass that will get you across the Pontar, and then it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, and you're there. You'll be fine. P.S. We'll split the proceeds 50-50. Well, so much for that, lad. I guess there's no pay anymore, so it's just free business. Geralt, the Polish dandelion. Good night, need to sleep. Right, take care, actually. I appreciate it, even if I don't understand what the super chat means, but I do appreciate it just the same. Don't get me wrong. Here we are. Right, into the shack. Hello, gamer. 'Tis me.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Ah, gaming. Got the substances you wanted.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
The fuck?
If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
The cane vin hateful.
Ah. Onto the third mouse.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Keira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all that.
Geralt about to get laid.
So,
well,
what do you
used
say
as
to
well.
a moonlight ride on horseback? And
Gamer.
dinner?
Okay.
Sounds tempting.
That other response is funny.
So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not?
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then
Nice
hold on
Shrek
tight.
references.
Gavella
I
Glam.
thought that was an onion carriage. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've not.
So,
I don't.
what do you
I don't religiously
Neckline
watch the
too
Shrek
modest?
films, do I?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
I guess that's a reference to Lambert.
Go, go.
But she likes balding men as well, but that's fair enough. So now I'm racing. It's a hefty race, to be fair. Does my horse have enough stamina to do it? Come on, not Roach. You're technically a mouse, but it's fine enough. No, you do not pass me. One does not simply pass a witcher. Let's go. This route is... That's the All God place. No, you don't pass me, sir. It's not happening for you tonight, sir. There we are. Geralt doesn't let anybody win while racing. Ever.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
There's no cocaine on the table. I'm disappointed. Could have told me.
Could have just told me what this was about right up.
Geralt, run to the woods and fetch my shopping. I'd like to make dinner. Well, would you have helped?
If I'd known I'd get a glass of Zubaran dry in return, of course.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How's that?
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought.
Do gamers have layers? Yes.
I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy the workshop, if that's what you're asking.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands...
Oh, yeah. Imagine.
Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach.
It's like leaving a nuclear bomb in Wigan and going...
I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic
no one will
dinner.
go there.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So...
Uh-oh. Let's just say this one.
Sorry. There's someone else.
So what? Oh, Geralt, Geralt. You're so old-fashioned. Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars with me?
Why not?
I'm so glad I don't have to sit through that awkward, like an awkward scene of dogging. Okay. That.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. Bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Ah, see? Geralt got used. I'm not about to let Geralt be a massive tool like that.
Keira? Where?
All that fast food talk is making me hungry. Oh, I had a KFC earlier. I was very happy with that.
Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something.
Probably halfway through getting it done.
Fyke Isle. The tower.
Is there a boat just here? Because that'll be really convenient, wouldn't it? There's got to be a boat nearby. Any boat will do. I'm not picky. Keira wants that bit of stones. You know what she wants more than the bit of stones? An absolute deed. Now let's do secondary quests. Find for the advancement of learning. I reckon this will be the. I reckon we'll conclude on this one, and then we'll start next stream with the Forefathers Eve quest, and then we'll go from there because we've been going for 3 hours, and that is, in my opinion, long enough, right? At least for tonight. I mean, I've been doing bits and pieces all day, so there's only so much that I can, like, you know, I've got to do some aspect of nothing at some point. Have you ever considered playing, streaming Detroit Become Human after Witcher? I've already streamed through Detroit Become Human though. Like I've already done I've done a playthrough of The Witcher, to be fair, before. Not New Game Plus, but I don't see any reason in replaying Detroit Become Human. Sure, it was a good game and I really did like it for a lot of reasons, but I don't think it's a game that I'd actively want to stream through twice. It's not like an RPG I can lose myself in a good way to kill time. I think she streamed Detroit Become Human last year. I streamed it back 2 years ago when it came out. 2018, wasn't it? I was very happy to stream that once, but I don't think I could do it again. purely because it doesn't necessarily suit the style of content, the style of gaming content that I get along best with on my channel, per se. Streams are well enough received, but I don't think they'd be well received if I randomly fired them up and did them again.
Top floor of the tower.
Ah, here we are. If we get to 150 likes, I'll gift everyone cars. Yeah, but you won't though, will you, Henry Ford? You're dead. Hello there, sir. Are these just bog standard swords on my back? I believe that... No, they're not. It's fine. The actual swords.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What's with the notes?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
Nope, strictly selfish.
Let's get to
ones.
150 likes, gamers.
The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
It's naive. Radovid's not interested in medication.
You're either incredibly gullible, or you're trying to play me again.
Whatever do you mean?
Radovid has one objective: to defeat Emir. Curing Catriona, stopping the plague, won't help him do that. So he'll either burn you at the stake with those notes among the kindling, or he'll make you use them to create a weapon.
Don't be ridiculous. Bacteria cannot be controlled.
Not yet. But it's possible in theory, isn't it?
In theory, it's just as possible for a Dachshund to impregnate a she-wolf. I don't have time to debate this, Geralt. I'm going to see Radovid whether you like it or not.
Thousands may die, it'll be on your head.
It's your conscience. But you do know hundreds, thousands could die.
What of it? What difference will it make if Nilfgaard's legions die by steel or because of some fucking germs? None.
A plague can go wrong, go wild. A sword won't. That's the difference.
Well...
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Keira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Go to Kaer Morhen.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
As long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
See you at Kaer Morhen.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen. Beds free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
There we go. That is gaming. Oh, she's just done the teleportation. Can't she just teleport straight to Kaer Morhen and be fucking done with it? Right, that's that done. Let's save. And this is where we're going to conclude for the day, I think. Let's leave it on that lovely note. She's not going to Kaer Morhen. Oh no, she's not, is she? Hang on. Like, I know she's not teleported there, but couldn't she just teleport there? Should have taken the notes. Shit, you're right. I should have taken the notes. Fuck. Yeah. Ah well, fuck her. Keira Metz is not my problem. I mean, we can reload actually. We can reload and it'll be fine. We can reload, take the notes and get her done. Because she's a naughty sir. We get it. I need to get that the entire gang there, otherwise I won't be happy.
So, what do you...
Why? Alexander was... Nope. The mighty...
You're right.
Whatever do...
Radovid.
Don't...
Not yet.
In theory. I don't have time.
It's your...
What of it?
A plague...
Shut up for a moment.
Backseat Gaming saved you.
Think what you will.
Yeah, well, it happens sometimes.
Got him.
You believe...
As long as you don't pick...
It's a long way. So be it.
Yeah, kinda. So before I go, I'll need you to hand me those notes.
All right. Take them already.
Gamer.
Farewell, Geralt. Or rather, see you soon.
And now where will she go? Portal again? No doubt. She's off. She's off on a portal trek. It didn't teleport me with her. Oh no. Right, well there we go. That concludes the stream, I think. Now I'm going to save like this. So yeah. Thank you all for watching this stream. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That would be fantastic. Well, before we go, I'd like to thank all the super chatters. James Rostron, Cigarette Chair, Isak Marnie, and I think that actually might not give the full list. I want to refresh because I remember Akshay Prashant popping one in. Hamid put one in, and JFlow303. I think that's the list, right? Cheers to the super chats and cheers for the donation, Hamid. And of course, thanks to all the lovely patrons over on the Patreon. If you want to go ahead and check that out, there's a link in the description. Of course, whether or not you think it's worth it is completely up to you. I shan't force that. There is some extra content and stuff over there, but I'll leave it up to you to judge whether or not you think it is worth supporting the channel for. But it's fine. It's no worries. That is that. Sorry, I'm half asleep already. So, take it easy, gamers, and with any luck, I'll catch you all very soon with another video or stream at some point. But until then, goodbye.